tenure, she decided to stop having these briefings because she was getting caught in misstatement and falsehood. And again, I think it's a violation of the public trust.
You have obviously played a role in this, in the way that the public perceives this administration and its relationship with the White House press corps in particular. And you've come under criticism for what some people would call grandstanding. How do you see your role?
Sometimes outspoken reporting from the White House briefing room is expected by the American people. I'm not just worried about the conservative critics out there. I'm also thinking about the folks at home who are saying, ask that question, we want that question asked.
Well, let's talk about the White House briefing itself, because you have noted this administration regularly says things that aren't true. So how useful is it then to have that back and forth when you can't hold the person on the podium to account?
It's a great question, and I tell folks that I think the White House briefings are important, not just because of the answers that we receive, but the times when they don't answer the question. And as the Washington Post fact checker recently found, the President of the United States has uttered roughly 10,000 false or misleading statements since the beginning of his administration. That has made us fact checkers in real time. And so we start our day with these tweets, and then we have statements throughout the day that are factually challenged. And my goodness, the question I ask folks, what kind of world would we be living in right now if we didn't fact check this president over the last 2 years? What would be our common understanding of the truth and reality? I think it would be pretty darn warped.
Taking you back to the White House press briefing, though, supporters of the president, could look at it and see an entitled press corps that's combative and hectoring. Those who don't support the president have complained at the press corps that's timid and complicit. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's much in it for you there.
We haven't had a press briefing in over 90 days. And what we have instead is the White House press secretary will go out and do an exclusive interview with Fox News, and then they'll come back down the driveway. Sarah will come back down the driveway, and if she has time, she'll take a few questions from the rest of us. There's no record on the whitehouse.gov website of these gaggles. When Josh Earnest and Jay Carney and Sean Spicer had these briefings on a regular basis, we would have a record of what they had to say. I think another thing I would lay out for folks, during these briefings, they're not just from the network reporters. You're also getting questions from print reporters, from various newspapers, foreign press outlets who come to the White House on a daily basis. They all come to these press briefings, and guess what? None of their questions are being answered anymore. I think that is a real disservice.
That's CNN's Jim Acosta. He's the author of a new book called The Enemy of the People, A Dangerous Time to Tell the Truth in America. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Germany is one of the few countries that has promised to take back citizens who joined the Islamic State. It's given priority to children who spent time in the caliphate and has begun repatriating them. NPR's Joanna Kakissis met one German father who has spent the last 5 years trying to find his daughter.
Papa. Danish Faruqi loves listening to this recording of his daughter. She made it at the sunny apartment she shares with his second wife and Amber.
Sleeping, and she was sleeping between us, and at some point she got up and she took my mobile and she wanted to take a picture, but she actually pressed record. Yeah, and it was recording a video, but because it was so dark you couldn't see anything. You could just hear her voice saying, Baba, Baba, get up, let's take a picture.
Faruqi shows me a picture of a curly-haired girl with huge brown eyes. She's clutching a phone